Hi guys, I'm making this video because I kind of want to share a different perspective on what's going on, and I know it's at the risk of being perceived as insane or radical. I just want to put another point of view out there. I've said this before, I am an eternal optimist, and one of the things I believe is that wherever we put our energy, it grows. So for the last couple of weeks, when everyone has been talking about what I want to call CV, this thing that's going around and making people crazy, and the panic and hysteria, I would just be like, please don't tell me about it. Please don't tell me about it. I'm not putting it in my reality. It's not going to happen to me. Nothing can touch me. I know I create my reality. I'm not bringing this in. So I've happily stayed away with it. I've stayed away from it, and I've chosen not to get into other people's dramas. I recognize that we create our reality. People who choose to be sick, who dwell on it, are more likely to pull it into their worlds. And none of this is happening consciously at all. But I've just come to a space in my life where I acknowledge the parts I create, and I know that wherever my mind goes, that's sort of what reflects in my world, and my world is pretty incredible. So I continue to live life as normal. I saw people around me going through the hysteria and the craziness, and I had allowance for it. I tried to get people to look at it differently, and some did and some didn't, but everyone has their story. Me and my girlfriend were in Spain, and we were going for a class, and everything was done, and I was like, and suddenly, classes were, the class wasn't canceled, but we got the notice that if we don't come back to India by tomorrow, we will be in a quarantine for 14 days. Now, for me, this was no longer about the virus. This was about, do I really want to be in an Indian hospital for 14 days? And based on that decision, I decided to come home. So why am I making this video? Is I want to just offer the perspective that I have. And it's a very simple thing. Wherever we put our energy, it grows, okay? So everywhere we start to talk about this virus, it becomes more. I personally have made the mistake of talking about how stupid it is and how crazy it is and how insane it is that people are taking this seriously. And the more that I put energy in that, the more the story gets more and more insane. Everywhere it's fueling panic and people are on, we create more of that. So everywhere we are looking at this, talking about it, just note that we create the energy and we create more of it for ourselves. There are some people like me who will not have will have ease with it, and there are others who have the panic and the fear and will create more of that in their lives. So I had a suggestion. What if we use some of the tools, the access tools we have, and try one thing? Why don't we focus now on what's right about this, okay? What is right about it? If we think about what it's creating for the moment, it's creating a great deal of separation. It's making us stop going out, stop being social, stop interacting, stop doing a lot of things that cause us pleasure. What if the planet, the Earth, was actually saying to us, go to your room, go to your room, I've had enough of what you're doing now, go to your room and sit alone and think about what you've done to deserve this. Think about your place on the planet and what you've done to deserve it. And now maybe is the time for you to figure out what you can do to change it. It's almost like the planet is done. It's done with the story, and it's saying, you know what? It's time for you guys to change it. You've created this craziness. You have the power to uncreate it. But you together, distracting yourselves with movies and parties and travel, enough already. Go to your room and fix this. So what if we really look at this as this opportunity to change the craziness, okay? There are a lot of jokes going around. I mean, there's a lot of realities to the fact that more people are dying from car accidents and heart disease than this coronavirus is ever going to do. There are elderly people with compromised immune system that are dying from the coronavirus. But the fact that really intelligent people and institutions are shutting down and closing down is something to look at. So what if this was an opportunity for us to sit home, take time out from the distractions, look at the realities that we've created and say, hey, I've created this. What can we do to uncreate it? And not continue to look at the craziness, not continue to look at the stupidity, really focus on what's right about this. What can we do to change this? How can it get better than this? What else is possible? Because honestly, together, the more we fuel the panic, the more we put out the negative stuff, we will create more of it. The more I talk about how stupid and insane it is, it gets crazier and more insane. The more we discuss the wrongness of it, it stays wrong. So this is my long video. This is my plea. This is the risk of people thinking I'm totally insane. But I just felt like I needed to put it out there. Maybe we can focus on what's right about this. What can we do to change it? What can we do to create it better now? I don't even, or uncreate it, but actually just create it better. What if this is the planet saying, reset, enough already, let's change things, because nothing is working the way it was. Maybe this isn't bad. Maybe this is just the beginning of some new order. This is 2020. 2020 was planning to be a force and planning to be different. Maybe we can look at what's right about this. So that is my very long, but my message about this whole situation, and I'm hoping that together we can think about it more positively. So what's right about this, and what can we do to change it?